Welcome back, you guys. My name is Keith Duble, and I'm a realtor serving the greater Austin area. And if there's a certain part of Austin that you love and are thinking of selling or buying, I've probably helped somebody near you. We've been doing this a long time and been dot producers. Today, we're walking through the Coventry Kaufman floor plan. It is a gorgeous 4-bed, 4.5 bath home with a dedicated office, which is right here. This is going to be what they call a study. And then upstairs, we have that media room, which is a dedicated space with a game room attached to it. And I love this floor plan. It is a crazy smart floor plan. It is so elegant and really thoughtfully laid out with just so many little things that they've done, like these little built-ins that they do on either side of the walls to really make the most use of space for this plan. Now, it is grand, it is tall, it is a 2-story plan. It's almost, it's over 4,100 square feet. There are Kaufmans available right now for purchase, and we're looking in the high 9s for this plan. And it is worth, in my opinion, every penny. And it's actually much less. It's in the high 8s if you're in a different community. So in this community, it is the Hollows near Lake Travis, and obviously being close to the water is going to have a premium attached. So the lot and the house definitely going to run you a little bit more here. So this plan is extremely smart. There are 2 beds on the first floor, 2 bedrooms on the second floor. The second room is going to be the media room, and you'll notice that they put all kinds of, they offset the plan, they stagger it, which means that you don't have a lot of overlapping common area, which is really, really thoughtful. So if you have a bedroom over another bedroom, you're going to hear all the pitter patter of feet and all the noise. And so offsetting those is really going to allow people to kind of feel more comfortable to live and have a little bit more energy, make some more noise, and not worry about disturbing someone below them, which is really, really thoughtful. This kitchen is one of my favorite features about this plan. It is massive. That island is great. And again, Coventry has so many options that you can upgrade. That is the upgraded island. And I believe that is quartz. But in this day and age, with the way that they are crafting all of these materials for counter surfaces, you really can't tell anymore unless you get right up on it in the video. But I believe that this is veined quartz, which is beautiful. All the stainless appliances. We have an additional space back here so that you can have more room to prep food or store things. And man, they've just done a great job. There is around the way behind this pantry here, which very generous pantser, but around this pantry, I said pantry, not pants, come around the other side. And again, this island with the beautiful sink, that's the undermount sink there. And the view into that living space, I love it. And not just the first level, but the second level as well. But we're going to head into this Butler's pantry area with a little wine grotto and that service counter, which is very, very thoughtful. So back in the day, we used to have those double layered or the multi-layered islands. You guys remember that in the early 2000s where they would have the counter surface, and then there would be a raised bar on the other side of the island where people could sit. You remember that? Sometimes there would be like a pole, like a weighted, a load-bearing beam that would go to the ceiling. But they don't do that anymore. They've opened that all up. Most builders have completely modified their plans, and I would say all builders have modified their plans, and no one does that, which I think it's great. Really adds a lot of space. The formal dining room is a pretty good size, not huge, but definitely a good size. But I think the appropriation of space, again, in the floor plan is really, really good because it really adds a little bit more space to that kitchen and dining area. They don't deduct too much into that formal dining space. And a large service bath for the main level. It's a great little half bath that services that area. And, you know, sometimes you go in large homes and you're kind of surprised by the size of the half bath that services that guest area downstairs, the common areas, and that's just not the case in that half bath. I think, you know, you could, not that you'd want to, but you could probably fit 2 or 3 people in that bath, which is fantastic. Yeah, so we'll just leave that alone. We don't need 2 or 3 people in a half bath. All right, so in this owner's suite here, we've got this wall of bay windows. This is really cool. You got that hunter green wall, beautiful accent. Of course, they've done all that trim, and they match the accent in the tray ceiling as it bumps up that room, making it feel a lot bigger. This room is very, very nice. Again, as I mentioned, there's 2 beds on this main level and 2 on the second level. So you have a really nice spread of bedrooms throughout the house. This owner's bath is cool because It's kind of, they split up those two vanities, the two sinks, and then they put that bath in the center, which is kind of cool. And then you have, apart from, on the opposite side of that, a larger walk-in shower with that bench. Now, just know that a lot of these tiles are level 2, level 3, level 4. They're upgrades, but I mean, it's cool to see what they can do with it. That wall right there has that built-in cabinet set, and I think that's cool. I've seen that in multiple plans, the Kaufman plan, in a few different communities. I thought that was such a smart idea, doing that, because people have so many things they need to store, you know, be it, you know, cleaning supplies or, you know, toothpaste, or my wife and I keep extra tubes. My kids, we entertain a lot. I have 3 teenage girls, and they often have sleepovers and so forth, and inevitably people forget toothpaste and toothbrushes, so we regularly have to provide them, just to have them on hand, which is great. So having that storage is so nice. This closet space is outstanding. It's really, really cool. Now, they do a lot to give you as much and to maximize as much storage in here as you can, and you've got tiered walls there so that you can have a lot of space, floor to ceiling, to store things. And of course, it's connected directly to this owner's bath. Excuse me, the laundry room, forgive me. It's connected directly, the owner's bath goes through the closet, connected directly to that laundry room, which is great. I always love that feature. We have that in my home, and it really makes life a lot easier. Now, guys, I did want to throw this out there. If you're interested in this video and it's helpful for you guys, would you mind just tapping that like button and maybe hitting the subscribe? And I want you to know that I really appreciate you being here. We're super thankful that you're a part of this journey. You're taking time to watch this. It really blesses me. This is my joy, to walk through these homes. Someone asked me one time, why do I do this? And this is why. I get to spend time with you. I get to enjoy being with you as you're enjoying, hopefully, this video. So please feel free to leave me a comment if you need any feedback or questions, anything that you'd like to know about this price or property, let me know and I would get that answer for you. But do me a favor, just hit that like button and consider subscribing to this channel. And I am committed to bringing you the best quality content with the most beautiful homes, so that you can see what is available in the greater Austin area. I would be honored to do that. Also, if you're interested in getting a video on your house, you're thinking about selling, I think in the first 2 hours of this video, depending on when you watched it, we got over 2,000 views in the first 24 hours. And I don't know how many open houses you'd have to hold to get 2,000 views. So definitely a powerful resource, and thankfully, by the grace of God, we're growing our community. People are enjoying this content and coming. And if you're thinking about selling, a video is a powerful tool, and I would love to serve you and help you create one for your home. Now, no guarantees that you'll perform that highly on your property. Everything's a little different, of course, but man, what a great tool. Back to the video. Sorry, I didn't mean to tarry too much, but I wanted to make that available to you. I love the second level. These catwalks make this such a cool and elegant. It's kind of it's like a, I think of like Wayne Manor and Batman, right? All the catwalks and stuff, and the really, really kind of grand feel, and the big house and that manor feel. So it's such a lovely kind of a finish having those catwalks. It's a great design architecturally, and just really kind of makes that feel more regal. Bedrooms are very generous, upsize, size-wise is really upstairs. Size-wise, they're really generous, which is great. And you'll see this full bath. And I want to say one thing, we'll get back into that media room and that living space. They have that second media room upstairs with that tray ceiling. Back as we go through this area, we come out of this full bath here, we'll come back out into that living room. You'll see the living room has got that tray ceiling upstairs. It's bumped up, right? And so it really makes the room feel bigger. But that media room also, we kind of talked about misappropriating sizes for formal dining spaces and how it deducts from other living areas that people use more frequently. They did a great job not doing that on the media room too. So a lot of folks in homes that are 4,000 square feet, they don't want a massive, 20 by 25 theater. So instead they do 12 by 18 or 14 by 17 or something like that. So it makes that room a little bit smaller. I love those beams up here. Really, really brings a lot more character. So they makes the room a little bit smaller, but it also gives you that same kind of theater feel. They don't quite call it a theater, it's a media room, but it's a smaller room, but it's not quite as grand as a theater, but it allows you again to conserve square footage and put it where other areas need it the most, like your formal bathroom or your kitchen or your common living spaces or your bedrooms. So this is still a large space, but it's not too big. It's not that massive theater that you're seeing in a lot of older They kind of moved away from that in some of the early 2000s. They were just too much room in the theater. So a lot of windows up here, a lot of light up here. And in a second, I'm going to take you outside and show you this back yard, and you can see the back elevation. Coventry just hit it out of the park in this. And I just say that having a view down into the main level is just something that I personally think is very cool. I love that you can see up when you're down, and I love how you have views into that first floor when you're up. I think, again, just adds so much more depth and character, kind of that regal, grand feel. I need to get more words to describe that, because I don't think I'm encapsulating it entirely, but it just feels so kind of luxurious. I mean, it's a great finish. I love that. So again, we're going to head right back out to this backyard space where we've got a very, very large kind of patio area here, which is great. They put that fireplace in here. There's that open area. You can do your wood stacking in that kind of recessed spot to the right side there of the fire pit. And then this is a much, much larger lot than maybe is available now. There are, I believe, 85-foot lots, and they have 60-foot lots. This plan is not available on the 60s. It's on the larger plans, but it's a great plan, and you're going to need a little bit larger of a lot size to get this plan built on it. But you can see the backyard. It's just there's the bay windows on the left with those picture windows in that owner suite, and then you have the windows to the kind of the space by the kitchen on the right side there. So heading back in here, we're going to just kind of walk through the property just one more time. And I just want to invite you to, you're going to take just a second, if you wouldn't mind, and just click that like button and maybe consider subscribing. I just want to say again, it's such a blessing being able to take time and spend it with you. And I really just appreciate you being here. We're working really hard to try to grow our YouTube community, because you guys deserve the very best when it comes to videos. You guys deserve the very best when it comes to seeing what property is available out there. And I am honored, I really am, to be able to be the guy that you clicked on and watched the video. And if you guys need anything, let me know. I'd be happy to be praying for you. And feel free to leave me a comment below if you have any questions. I appreciate you being here. God bless you. And know that I'm here if you need anything. We'll catch you guys on the next walkthrough. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me.